This video explains how to test if a column exists in a pandas DataFrame using the Python programming language. So without much talk, let's dive into the Python code. As a very first step, we need to import the pandas library, as you can see in the first line of code. And then we also need to create an example data frame using the DataFrame constructor. So after running these lines of code, a new data set called data is created. And we can print this data frame below the codebox using the print function. And then you can see that our new data frame called data contains 5 rows and the 3 columns x1, x2 and x3. Now let's assume that we want to test if a certain column name exists in this data frame. Then we can use the code that you can see in the third code box. So in this line of code I'm using the print function, and within the print function I'm specifying the column name for which I want to check. So in this case I want to check if the column name x1 exists in our data frame, and then I'm specifying in our data frame columns. So after running this line of code, the logical indicator true is returned, and this tells us that the column name x1 is existing in our data frame. We can now replace this character string by any other name for which we want to check. So for instance, we could insert the character string some name to test if our data frame contains a column with the name some name. So after running this line of code, the logical indicator false is returned, which tells us that the column name some name is not existing in our data frame. That's all I wanted to explain in this video. In case you want to learn more on this topic, you may check out my homepage statisticsglobe.com, because on my homepage I have recently published a tutorial in which I'm explaining the content of this video in some more detail. I will put a link to this tutorial into the description of the video so you can find it there. If you have liked this video or if you have any questions, let me know in the comments section below. I'll try to respond to all comments as soon as I can. Furthermore, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel to get notified about future video releases. I have already published about 500 videos on this channel, and I'm releasing new videos on a daily basis. Thanks a lot for watching. See you in the next video.